Jungle. Audio Jungle.
The people who benefited from this Zimbabwean documentation. And Mugabe at one time was dragged before BBC. He had to defend and lie to say that we are not supporting South Africa. But indeed, Zimbabwe was supporting South Africa to the extent of giving them documentation. Instead, to the extent of giving them.
Elisha, please don't lose your train of thought. But I'm the host. I'm listening to what you're saying. Some of the times I can stop you in order to just clarify something. Did you just say that Ramaphosa will not be able to return to South Africa? It seems like you say something like that.
Absolutely, it's not going.
Your network is very bad. I mean, Elisha, are you having earphones? Remove your earphones, please.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, remove the earphones because we cannot hear you properly. Elisha, there's somewhere where you said this Ramaphosa will not be able to return to South Africa. What do you mean by that? He's a South African. How can he fail to return to his own country? Well, Elisha, we had almost everything that you said, but we are struggling to hear you now because your network is. Your network is. I think it's your connectivity there where you are at. I don't know how you have connected there.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear. You said Ramaphosa cannot return to South Africa. How is that possible? Because he's a South African, and you can just prepare to land, and we are going to go to. I hope he's a South African. Dr. Nhlanhla Dube might not be a South African, so if he's not a South African, I'm gonna go to Hlati, so that Hlati can just respond, and then from there we go back to Advocate Heaven. All right, Elisha, are you there?
Thank you, my brother. South African government, led by Ramaphosa, a duty to uphold international law that governs foreigners in their country. No government is allowed to kill foreigners in their country, whether they come illegal way or illegally. They have got the duty to protect them under international law. The same law that Ramaphosa used against Israel is the same document that I'm quoting under international law.
Signora, please mute your mic. Mute your mic, Signora. Right, Elisha, I asked you a question. Did you just say at some point that President Ramaphosa will not be able to return to South Africa? Did you just say that?
Yes.
What do you mean by that? And you can prepare to land after clarifying that, so I can move to the other speakers. What do you mean by that?
Maybe my mic is bad, but I was saying that South Africa government, led by Ramaphosa, have got international duty to protect foreigners in their country under international law. That's the reason why Ramaphosa is going to be dragged before the ICJ, because his government, his police, they are there in South Africa. They've got the honors to protect foreigners in their country. But
okay, so you are saying that he will get arrested. Is it what you say?
Yeah, it's a crime. It's a crime, my brother.
All right, Elisha. Hold it there. Hold it there a bit, my friend. Your mic is definitely giving us a very queer sound there, and it is a bit difficult. But we had most of the stuff that we have talked about. Let me just check if Dr. Nhlanhla Dube is a South African or a Zimbabwean. If he is a Zimbabwean, then I'll go to Hlati so that we can have balance in the discussion. Dr. Nhlanhla, are you South African or Zimbabwean? Dr. Nhlanhla, are you able to unmute? Press that button if it is your first time. Left bottom, just press that button. Okay, so we can't hear from Dr. Nhlanhla. So Hlati, people spoke about you, Rutendo spoke about you, Mope spoke about you, How do you respond at this particular moment? Go ahead before I go to Advocate Herbert again. Klati?
No, thank you, Hulu. Thank you, Hulu. Let me just quickly respond. First of all, it's not fair for my friend Rutendo to say I hold the total views that other Africans must not be here. We're talking about the illegality. If I held the views that other Africans should not be here, I would not be texting him. I would not have answered you by saying that it could have been you, Hulu, who's doing what Zandile Tabula is doing while you are in Zimbabwe. We would have not. I would have been part of the people that are opposing every African that is here. That's not the case. We are talking about the breaking the rule of law. And thirdly, you yourself now are twisting my words. I did not come here and confirm that Zandile Tabula is not a South African. When you asked me, I just basically said, listen, it doesn't matter because it could have been you while you are Zimbabwean doing what she's doing, and we would not want anyone to touch you. So Zandile is Xhosa.
But Klati, for the record, sorry, don't lose your train of thought. For the record, because I've got an audience here, and as a host, I have to assist my audience. For the record, so you don't know whether Zandile Dabula is a real South African or not. You also do not know whether her children are born of, both South African parents. You don't know that. Do you know or you don't?
I only know that she's a South African, a Xhosa woman who grew up in Soweto. I do not know about the father of her children, whether they are from Zimbabwe or South African. I don't know that part.
All right.
I only know about her that
you
she's 100%.
don't know whether she is a true South African or not.
No,
and
I
whether
know,
her children
I know she's a. No, I'm saying I know she's a Xhosa woman.
All right. So you can confirm that for sure that Zandile Dabula's documents are fine, and she's a South African,
Yes.
and none of her parents come from outside of South Africa. You can confirm that.
I cannot confirm about one part of her parents. I can only confirm about her that she's a Xhosa woman whose parents originated from Eastern Cape. If one parent was in the Eastern Cape and he had migrated, I wouldn't know. All I'm saying is Zandile herself is a Xhosa woman with the
But I'm
parents
saying,
coming from Eastern Cape.
but that information you are giving us, is it according to what she said or what you know, the documents that we have seen? Have you seen the documents?
I don't have to see the documents. We have many South Africans who give the same explanation as Zandile Dabula, including my own children. If you ask my children now about the Zulu culture, they wouldn't know because they didn't grow up in a Zulu
No. We are
neighborhood. They grew up where they grew up.
referring to non-South Africans, because remember, this has been a discussion by other people. Other people have been asking this question. Have you checked her document? Remember, Zandile Dabula is leading an organization that checks people's IDs, and one of the things that the High Court has stated is that she doesn't have a right to go around checking people's IDs. Now, I'm saying the one who is checking other people's IDs, have you checked her IDs as well to verify whether she is indeed a true South African or not? Have you done that, or you just listen to what she says and you run with it?
We have checked it because in the meetings of Operation Dudula, she has produced this document time and again.
How do you know that it's genuine and not fake?
That's the problem. I wouldn't know. Let me just quickly finish. Let me just quickly finish with Moabi.
I don't want to disturb your submission. So for the record, you are saying Zandile Dabula has produced documentation which shows her parents, which shows where her grandparents are, that she's coming from the Eastern Cape, and that lineage. You have been shown all that documentation, and we are not going to hear any other stories moving into the future. The reason I'm saying this is that there's so many others who went through this same process, and we ended up hearing stories. So you are saying you now know Zandile Dabula's parents?
Yes, Her parents are Xhosa. They originated from Eastern Cape. They went to Soweto.
What is the name of her father?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember because I was not checking it to that level. Why would I check things to that detail? If you come to me, you say,
she's checking to that level for others. For others, when she goes to the clinic, when she follows them in the streets, she's checking all that.
I made a mistake then not to check to that level. But can I move on to another question?
That's fine.
Quickly.
Okay. So we can clarify the fact that those who are working with her, because you said you're a member of Operation Dudula, have not done due diligence by checking exactly whether she is a true South African or not. They do not know.
We have checked. She's a South African.
All right. Well, I think my audience can follow. I mean, I've tried, guys. I've tried for those who have asked me to ask this question.
Can I just quickly finish?
Now allow Sati to continue with his submission. So, Sati, thank you.
Yes,
for
but
your response.
hold on, Hulu.
Okay.
Sorry, Hulu. Hulu hosts, 1 second. 1 second, please. I know you asked about their leader, about her papers, so that she can prove whether she's South African. What about my brother here? He's a member of Dudula. What about his documents? Is he truly South African?
Okay, well, Sati, go ahead now with your submission. Are you truly South African, Sati?
100% South African.
But you say that your father comes from the DRC.
You said your father comes from Botswana.
No. Wait, no, Hulu. You see now, if you're gonna put
say
weight in
you
my
have got some roots
no,
from the DRC and Botswana. That's what you said, right?
Hulu.
Yes.
If you're gonna put
Sati.
weight in my mind, it's not.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.